Hi everybody, welcome back to Sky Factory 3, episode 33, with me, Sid, all the threes. And yeah, this thing is happily chuntering away. You'll notice the redstone's gone. So Brad commented and said that the cake eating plant is self-throttling. It stops eating when it doesn't have any work to do. And he tested it, absolutely right. Could have sworn it used to continue on, or maybe I'm confusing it with the Gorgomerylus. Anyway, so this is doing that. I've just got that going over here. The other thing was that we can turn this on because apparently, and again, I could have sworn this didn't used to be the case, but this thing will only consume mana when I'm trading or when you open it. So what we'll do is we'll give that a test because I'm not 100% certain on that one. The last thing Brad mentioned was a crafting grid. There we go, which is, I'm guessing that must be the crafting card. I can't think of any crafting upgrade. Okay. No, I assume it's this one here that we're talking about. So let's just run down. Well, before we start doing that, this is the next platform we're starting to get in place. It's not quite finished. And I need to get more leaves, but we have got a little access from underneath here, so this is particularly chunky, and I said I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to use that one for yet, but oh well, let's tell you what, just do that. Okay, so wireless crafting grid. One of them, right? This is definitely we haven't got enough of that. So make me a bunch, please. Thank you. Make me a wireless crafting. What we're missing now? The middle thing. One of those. Yep, all good. Make me one of those. Thank you. Now make me one of those. There we go. That presumably needs to be paired, so we can see we've got the crafting monitor and we've got the wireless grid. Now, as far as there's no wireless crafting grid that I can see, which crafting upgrade. I wonder whether we're talking about this then. So crafting bench upgrade on one of those. Let's have a look at that, because this is not my upgrade. Interdimensional, no. We want that. Thank you. I'd like make me a crafting bench, please. And we're going to solder that like that. I think that should give us that, and nope, not that. That's for certain. Okay, it's not that. Okay, it's worth a try. Not entirely sure why I'd really want that desperately, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, so today, what do I want to do? We've got a number of floors here, all heading down to here. And what I would like to do is, I'd like to get rid of that for starters. But, oh, a little bit too enthusiastic there. There is a lot of armor types in this game. if you just look at chest pieces alone, you know, you've got all the vanilla ones, you've got the variety of things, you've got the blood magic, you've got the Britannia, the mod that shall not be named, you've got the Faraday ones, you've got the big skin, polar bear, I've got no idea how we'd do that, and stone chestplate. So there's a whole load of armour types, and if we were to go and look at helmet, for example, whoops, sentient helmet, there's, and then of course there's the robes, if I'm correct about, oh, we got the psi metal helmet, armour there, imp skin, anything else, hardened leather, dark Faraday, yeah, basically lots and lots of armour. And if we look at roots, that's got its own armour set. It's called a hood and the stuff. What I would like to do is something we started doing in one of the mage episodes, actually, and that is to get a library, if you like, of all the armours in the game. Now, to do that, I've come in the wrong place, haven't I? It doesn't matter. We are going to probably have to do a little bit of fudgery, but if we start, let's start with the basic one, shall we? We've got leather armour, so we can make you, and we can make that, and we can make that. Now I'm currently wearing emeradic, I should say. That is going to go because I want something different, and so we'll come and get over to that one in a moment. You've got hardened leather armor, which you need this pressed wax. Pressed wax needs the candleberry, and I've got no idea where I would get candleberry seeds from. Any candleberry seeds? How do you get Pam seeds, in fact? Let's have a look. So Pam seeds normally you would get from the gardens, which we don't really have any means. So what about there's the marketplace, isn't there? Which we can do, and that's just emeralds for those, so that's probably what we need there. I wanted to have a look at armor stands as well, because you've got the vanilla armor good God, I've set myself quite the challenge here, haven't I? And technically speaking, we should be going for all of those as well. Just get 16 for now, and let's get some slabs as well. Right, so if you were to come down to the lowest level and maybe just get those filled in because they look silly, and start off here, for example, and we're going to maybe go there, and just pop these in. I suppose we should also make sure that we are illuminated. We want some of those. Like that, perhaps. And then we can take these and we can basically go, there's a armor stand, armor stand, armor stand, armor stand, armor stand, bang, bang. And obviously we can start off and say, here's our leather armor. And, you know, this is probably the most exciting bit. But we can build this tree up and make it into kind of a museum of the thing. Now, I'm not going to do all of the armor today because I think that would be silly. And yeah, let me just put those in, grab a couple of logs, logs. Why? Why is that only showing 30? Oh, something is not going on right here. But it doesn't matter. We'll figure that one out in a moment. Let me bring that and that down, I think. Yep. Get these. I think these just look utter silly otherwise, as they are. In fact, let's do that. Yeah, we'll do that all the way down. And that just gives us a little bit more wiggle room. That looks silly as well. Oh dear. Anyway, what's going on here? Let's get that going. So we've got the armor stands. We can do all of that stuff. But what I did want to do is specifically this episode is move forward and get to now where. Interesting. Very interesting. We know we've got more than that, and we know that is there. We're going to put you on a priority of what? Priority 10. So why is that not picking that up? Let me just relog and see what happens. Better. Right. Okay. So we are going to be going off and making some armor. We're going to make, to starters, we're going to make 2 sets of mana steel armor. So we'll do 2 of each of these because we can. Yeah, and as predicted, it was found amusing that I made Terra Steel, went through the hassle of doing it the hard way. Yeah, these things happen. And we'll pop 1 set of that away, and then we're going to look at doing these. So we need 3, 6, 9, 12 Terra Steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Each one of those Terra Steel is going to require living wood sticks. Pardon me, living wood sticks. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we need to get let's just get these things. So this is going to replace my emerald armor. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Basically one of each of the seasons then. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And armed with all of that, we should be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. That and that, and we take you and you. That gives us that one. You and you to get that. You and you get that, and then you and you for that. And if we take that off, you'll notice, first things off the bat you're going to notice is it looks horrible. Why does it look horrible? Because I turned the modeling off. Let's go back to the mod options. You see, I'm not a big fan, I'll be honest with you, I am not a big fan of the new model for this, but having said that, it looks better than that. So done. Right, there you go. Now we are at least wearing the armor and it's full on. Not much of an eye socket in there, is there? Can we see? No. Okay. Anyway, so that's got that, and we got this armor here, which we shall put away for now. However, the other thing we need is we need to be able to channel mana for this, because otherwise it really doesn't give us any it gives us some benefit, but not a huge amount. So we've got several options for that, and the one I want to use, I don't know whether I've got an empty mana tablet. So if we go with a mana mirror, pearl, terra steel, living wood and living rock. So a terra steel, a living wood, a living rock. We need 2 of those and 1 of those. That will go and make 1 of those, and then we need a mana pearl. And I think that will give us the item we desire. Bang, mana mirror. Let's pair it with that. That can sit there, over there, and you'll see we've got full mana. Everything's good. Okay, that's armor that I wanted to do sorted. However, it's not enchanted. Now we've got feather falling, we've got protection 3. We've got several options really. We could use this thing to disenchant more items from the mob farm. However, what we're going to need, I think, is a experience pylon, or experience obelisk even. So I think this is probably the way to go. We're going to need to make 1 of these. I'm guessing we haven't got everything we need. No, we need solarium. Solarium we make is soul sand and that. Okay. So I've got 2. I could do with a little bit more, and that is sand in witch water, isn't it? Sand. Let's take 14, shall we? Let's do a quarter stack of that. And I should realistically automate all of this, but I'm terrible for doing this, so for not doing the things I should do. I'll just get that going, and we'll get that cooking, and the world will be good and happy. And then we can start looking at doing some enchanting, which I think is probably the more useful thing. And then we may have to think about in the future going off and doing a dragon, because well, you know, why wouldn't you want to do a dragon? I've not. Oh, there we go. Right, so we've got that. Get me down. I know I could have used the hoofer thingy, but I didn't. So we're going to do alloys only. That and that. You can go back. And we'll get the solarium going. Okay. Now I do realise that there are quite a few mods that we've not touched in this pack, and to that extent I would suggest and definitely want to suggest that we, let me get one of those going. Oh god, we need one of those, which needs, oh, that's easy. All right, not so bad. Okay, one of them, thank you, which will give me use one of those. So we just need 2 more solarium and we are sorted there. Yay. And what I should probably, the other thing is, there's so many things, it's like I could really do with putting all of those on automatic into here. So that's something we should probably look at doing at some point. There's so many things I want to do with this, and it's often difficult to know where the best thing to go, where to go, you know, what to do for the best with this. Configure, I don't know whether we can, did that work? Oh, it did. That's pulling in many levels of experience, and then obviously we can retrieve a whole load of experience levels. Or we can store them all if we wish as well. Retrieve and store. Okay, well that's doing its thing, so that's good. That's a step in the right direction. No, I'll be interested. Is what we got there, 240 buckets, and that's 35. Let's just see where that goes. Well, I'll go and grab this and put this lot away while we're doing it. And what else was there I wanted to play with? I did want to have a look at the uses for this beastie. So I was wanting to, how many patterns have I got? Let's get patterns for starters. You know what would be an interesting pattern to have as a pattern? One pattern, users or dictionary. Inputs blah blah blah, outputs one. Oh, it's a pattern. Okay. There we go. Now we've got a pattern. That's why it wasn't really playing very well. I was thinking that we need patterns. So make me a stack, please. Off you go. Doesn't take long. Then I was thinking that what we probably want is not to do that. So have a look at the uses for that. So if I take that down, that's prudium essence. Then that is intermedium essence. Then that is superium essence. And then supremium essence. And we'll pop that into the system. Oops. And then we'll stick the essences in. So that's those working. I was trying to think what else we need that's going to be something that we need a lot of, and in terms of, you know, is it something that we can get from the variety of sources, and I was really not 100% certain. Right, 120 and there's 60 levels, so that's actually not that many, you know. Mind you, 60, that's going to be a huge amount there, isn't it? So yeah. Interesting. Right, well, let me try this finish, and then we'll try and get an enchanting area going. I think that's probably something we need to contemplate sooner rather than later. And there is, obviously, we've got enchanting power from these don't really give you, those give us 8 each, so 8, 16, 24. Let me just have a little think. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I've decided that what we're going to have is that we're going to bring a little platform off here. This is going to be nothing too fancy, just a little bit of you know, this kind of thing going on. And then what I want to do is build. Now, this is going to look peculiar off of this, it has to be said, but I think we can pull this off. Let me jump in here and grab a chisel for starters. And I'm going to start off with a little bit of this. So this is going to have this coming. Oops, not there. Let me just do this around here. So this is an enchanting area, and it doesn't need a lot, but it does need to have some I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for, mystique, I suppose. Now obviously this is going to be fairly cliched. I will apologize up front for this. This is not going to be not going to be double clicked, a highly original build, but it should, this I think should at least, you know, satisfy a requirement to have a certain amount of mystery from something like this. So let me just get on. I'm going to build a very, very simple wizard's tower up here. It's going to have maybe 2 floors on it, and then a roof. It's going to be predominantly wooden, but yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, well, got a little tower thing built over there. Needs just a little bit of dressing up, but one thing I do want to do is get some leaves going, because we're completely out, and I was going to grab a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and we're going to pop, yeah, I think that's painted a glowstone. Let's go there, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, and get the old torches going, then twerk for all we're worth. I found that the better way, even though it can take a while to get the thing to grow sometimes, but the better way to get these is to get the giant trees. And yeah, and part of me is kind of going, you know, let's just use the mana steel shears now, but there's a little part of me that says, well, no, when I can do this, it kind of makes no sense whatsoever to to do this in any other way. You know, so yeah, we'll do it the way we know. It works, and you know, we can just chop that down the good old-fashioned way. As long as they don't intersect with any of these existing blocks, then we're fine. And yeah, I'll get us a few leaves. So let me grab a few more of those, and we'll do a little bit more decorating around this area, and I'll be back in a mo. Alright, well, the world tree's just got a little wizard's tower on it. I think one thing it could do with, if we've got any, let me just have a quick peek. We've got plenty. We've got loads of leaves left as well. So, but we could definitely just give it a little bit of this action. That one's completely covered, so it doesn't really matter. And that's open plan. The only other thing we need to consider is what we do up here. Now, at the moment, this is teleporting straight into... damn it. I'm out of wireless range here as well, just for good measure. A bit of slab going on, bit of slab action. And that could go in there. Now this area, I don't know really what I wanted to do with it or why I built it, but the ultimate plan, I think, is that we shall... Oops, not quite that. We'll place our table there. Now the question is, if I place you there and there, and then, I don't know, what have I got? That doesn't enchant. Suppose I can go with this, I suppose. That is not working because there's no gap. Okay. It's not a major issue. Let us try that now. Now it's got 2 on it. Level 30. I shouldn't be getting level 30 off 2. 816. Oh, it's 8 bookcases, isn't it? Oh, well, we'll give you more to play with while we're at it. I don't think it'll make a difference because I'm still going to be level 30. That's fine. And then we'll stick we'll stick you there just to be on the safe side. In fact, let's just try this. That will work, won't it? And it will still give us level 30. Yes. Okay. Let's... Obviously I haven't got 30 levels, but that is... well, since when has that stopped us, eh? And we should be able to jump down to storage. That was... I don't know where we've ended up. We didn't end up where we wanted to, that's for certain. And we can grab you as well. Because you can come up there. That and that and that, they can all go away. Hang on, let me get back up to there. How are you doing? So you've got 73 levels. We can take all of those and we can turn that on and just let it...
Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy.
Jesus, that scared me half to death. That was a direwolf, wasn't it? Just kicking the bucket in that lot. It was. Yeah, leave that for a moment. Right. Let's go to the roof and get up there for a moment. And we can stick in this enchanting table can go there. I haven't got any lapis on me, so we will want some of that, and that can go in there. And of course it doesn't stay. It's one of the annoying thing with some of the vanilla Minecraft items is the fact that they just do not hold whatever they're doing. See, unbreaking, what do we give you? Unbreaking and soulbound. So I suppose it's better than kicking the chops. It's and that actually barely even touched our levels, did it? Of course, because we're using vanilla. Unbreaking, fire protection, and aqua affinity. Highly useful in this pack. But the beautiful thing is we can actually disenchant these things. So we can take the boots, for example, and get that unbreaking 3, protection 4, and soulbound. That's good, and that's blast protection and soulbound. Interesting combinations. Not necessarily the best combinations, but they are all enchanted, which is a plus. Anyway, yeah, I'm happy enough with this. We may set the potion brewing up here, or at least vanilla potion brewing. This area is there's going to be 3 platforms for Britannia. That one, and this one. I want to figure out how to transfer mana around, and obviously we could put sparks in, and that's fine. We don't need a vast amount of mana, but we do need enough to obviously preserve our items here. But if there's any particular areas, any mods you want me to look at and stuff, any areas you want me to concentrate on, please do let me know. Do keep chucking those tips in, because I could have sworn, well, you definitely used to be the case that these were drained just by maintaining the portal open. So my gut feeling is that that is something that has changed. Well, I say recently, probably not that recently. It's a long time since I played Britannia, so yeah. But we're getting there. We need to plan and get a little bit more direction now, because I'm starting to get to a point where pretty much anything we want to achieve is achievable. Draconic evolution is probably the hardest mod to do. It's also my least favourite, so I don't know whether I'm going to go that way or not. But on that note, we shall leave it until next episode. And so thanks for watching, guys, and bye for now.